Hello everyone. In today's video, we are going to look at the applications of AI in the world of media and entertainment. Let's start with metadata tagging. What is metadata? Metadata is really a data about data. Search engines such as Google do not literally read your content or data. They index by seeking out information from defined metadata fields. Metadata is the summary and the description about your content that is used to classify, organize, label, or understand the content, thereby making the process of sorting and searching much easier. Without it, companies can't manage the huge amount of data created and collected across an enterprise. If you're still wondering what is metadata, look at this. This is my video on applications of AI in insurance that is available in my YouTube channel. The information that I've provided here, this is metadata. Hashtags that I've indicated, this is also a metadata. So that way, hashtag is one of the metadata. Smart algorithms, which are the basis for AI, generate metadata tags that digitize routine tasks and augment human processes. Basically, what I'm trying to say is the process of generating this metadata, the hashtag, was previously done by human beings. It is still done by human beings in many scenarios. However, we now have AI to do this process in an automated fashion. So people like us, people like me, can look at the metadata generated by AI, check if the metadata needs to be corrected, and use it wherever needed. So that's the application and the opportunity for AI in metadata tagging. The next one that we are going to see is content personalization. Content personalization is a strategy that tailors web pages and other forms of content to individual users' characteristics or preferences. Visitor data is used to provide relevant content that increases both the probability of lead conversion and also user satisfaction. Personalization algorithms are actually sets of code that observe your digital habits and predict your next set of choices. Personalization algorithms are sets of code, as I said earlier. They observe your digital habits and they predict what you are going to do next. Companies today are investing heavily to improve their personalization algorithms every day. So, this is basically AI. If you still don't understand, look at this example. Okay, so personalization is basically done through recommendation system. The example that I'm talking about is there in your screen. If let's say you are a person who loves masala dosa, that's a favorite food, among Indians. If you're going to a restaurant and order masala dosa, you are more likely to order a filter coffee as well, right? So for someone ordering masala dosa, filter coffee can also be recommended. And not just masala dosa and filter coffee. The scenario is applicable equally for French fries, burger, and a glass of Coke. So that is recommendation system. So for someone who buys masala dosa, filter coffee can also be recommended, right? So the same thing, so the same logic is applied in content personalization and targeted advertisement, which you are going to see shortly. As I said, this content personalization is based on recommendation system, which is one of the technologies in the world of artificial intelligence and machine learning. You watch your favorite movie, in Prime, or Netflix, or even YouTube, right? It may be a news clip that you saw, or it may be a song that you heard, right? After a while, all these applications, be it YouTube, Amazon Prime, or Netflix, they are suggesting videos, they are suggesting content that you may like. right? They are not 100% accurate. Many cases, you are not satisfied with the recommendation that all these applications are provided, right? That is perfectly fine. But majority of the times you go with the recommendation, right? So there is a lot of AI behind it that is driving content personalization. And as I said, the technology that drives this content personalization is called as a recommendation system. Recommendation system is part of machine learning and artificial intelligence. The next area is subtitle generation. You're watching this video. Let's say you want to know the specific words that I'm speaking, right? You may switch on to the subtitles. Previously, the process of subtitle generation was done by human beings. Okay. Just like metadata tagging and content personalization, some amount of activity, some amount of subtitle generation activity is still done by human beings, but increasingly done by artificial intelligence, right? So artificial intelligence is not going to be 100% accurate. Okay. Even I develop a lot of content and I rely on AI based systems. Artificial intelligence systems do make some mistakes, but majority of the time they are right. Okay. At this point of time, a content developer like me needs to go through the subtitles, correct where it is needed, and then use it. I'm sure a day is not far off where this process of subtitle generation or metadata tagging or content personalization is 100% automated. So the potential for AI in media is very, very high. The next area that we are going to see is targeted advertising. Targeted advertising is a form of online advertising which micro targets, please underline the word micro targets its customers based on different factors like age, income, education, sex, purchase history, and browser history, more importantly, right? Many online users and advocacy groups are actually concerned about the privacy issues around this type of targeted advertising. Since targeted advertising requires aggregation of large amounts of personal data, including highly sensitive ones in some cases. Please note that targeted advertising done by Facebook, Google have been enormously successful, right? It has helped small and medium businesses in particular in a big way. However, as some people are noting, there are some privacy concerns too. Recently, technology giant Apple changed how iOS, its mobile operating system, how iOS handles users' privacy preferences. It introduced a new privacy feature called as App Tracking Transparency, ATT, which makes it harder for app makers and advertisers to track user behavior. Basically, when you download an app and start using, you have to give your okay for tracking of your data. That kind of switching on and switching off feature is not explicitly available in Android operating system. Okay, only Apple is doing that, and they introduced it recently. Okay, so when those kind of privacy features are enabled, targeted advertisement is uh, not that very effective. Please note that artificial intelligence requires large volumes of data. Okay. Only with large volumes of data that the algorithms can actually learn, okay, to identify patterns relevant for you and hence drive content personalization or targeted advertising. Without large volumes of data, without tracking your data, right? The targeted advertising or content personalization will still happen, but it will be lot less effective. Please note that. Okay. Last but not the least, let's look at fake content. There has been an enormous increase in the creation of content in the last 10 years, coinciding with the adoption of smart mobile phones. With the tremendous increase in content, there has been a proportionate increase in fake content as well. The process of identifying fake content can't be done by
humans alone due to the sheer volume of content that needs to be monitored. So, automation using AI systems is the right strategy, which is what companies are doing today. However, please note that AI systems are reasonably accurate in classifying something as fake. That is, they are accurate in 95% or 99% of the cases. They are not 100% accurate, which means some right content will also be tagged as fake. However, automation is still the best strategy to identify and weed out fake content. So, these are some of the applications of AI in the world of media and entertainment. AI is growing by leaps and bounds, and I'm sure there are more applications of AI in media and entertainment in the coming days.